Looks like trouble.
You were saying? Ashiza, strike!
Yes?
Got it.
Ah.
Hey, what's up?
Stay behind me.
Yeah, the friggin' game crashed. I have no idea how or why. I thought it was the stream, but it was the game. I'm like, are you friggin' kidding me? I swear, man. Jeez. Never have you ever had to deal with any of these godforsaken crashing problems with games years back. It is so prevalent nowadays. It's just like these developers are doing their freaking games half-assed, man. They really are. Never had to deal with this stuff some odd years ago. Years back. Especially with a game that looks like this, for crying out loud. It's not friggin' taxing on a system. Which is a whole other reason to wait until games are dirt freaking cheap. If games are gonna half-ass their freaking games, I'm gonna half-ass paying them. Let's see. I never had any problems with any Nintendo systems crashing. Oh great, yeah, it moved out of the way as soon as I shot that. I wonder if I slowed this down. Well, not that slow. I think I kind of messed up with this level scaling and stuff. Because I turned level scaling off. Which makes me think that regardless of whatever area I'm in, they could be lower or higher.
I'm here.
But if I do, then they'll immediately end up coming to my level.
I shall deal with this one.
I could be wrong about that. Dust on the cartridge teeth, yeah. Oh yeah, I definitely ended up having that before. Of course, people are always like, let me go blow on it. Which was a bad idea because you were basically spitting on it when you did that. This is the first time this ever happened with me with this game too. It's never done it any other time. Never has.
For the Republic.
Not that I ever recall. So funny how people are like, oh, well, we got to pay the price for games to end up going and making sure that they keep a series running and they get paid and so that they continue making the games that we like. Yeah, but if they half-ass it, there's no sense in paying a full price. People are freaking idiots for thinking that way. They really are. Got to pay to play? Yeah, well, you need to do the work to make sure I pay to play. It's not rocket science. You're going to be a game developer or publisher, do it right or don't do it at all. Shit or get off the pot.
I'm on it.
Let me turn something on here real quick. Come on. Stupid app. Where is it? Alright, hang on a second. Yeah, within the Nintendo systems they had passwords and whatnot. Yeah, I just, so tired of it.
Captain?
At least I got some newer battle music again this time.
In the water.
Might as well be hitting the water. You took away half of the health. You know what? I see this now. You see this? That right there is showing that it is a tougher enemy. But I'm taking away a lot of energy from it. But at the same time, I should leave on that level scaling. If they're all at my level, it'll be fairer and more balanced. But then again, at the same time, I don't have to worry about going to certain areas and realizing that they're above me in terms of level. Some quests will show that though, for sure. But like, I guess on a usual basis, it won't do that. He's only got like one attack. All these other ones are like buffs. He's only got like one main special attack. One thing's for sure, I don't like having a whole buttload of different attacks with characters, especially when they're like buffs and debuffs and oh this does this and does this and does this. It's just like a whole long 2-paragraph long summary of how the thing works. I just yeah, well, they were definitely going for the fact of trying to act like other PC RPGs with the dialogue aspect. But then again, I guess it's also, it can make a little bit more sense in terms of a developer who doesn't have a lot of money. So it's just like how you see some of these indie developers as well. They go and have these still image cutscenes, or they have a game that doesn't have any voice work in it or anything like that, so that they could save on money. So
Let's hire it out!
Your orders? orders. For the homeland.
So good for that one. Yeah, let me check this again, because I couldn't do it. I can't do that during battle. Only scale upwards. No. Consistent level of challenge. Well, it makes it easier for higher level enemies to be at my level, so up or down depending on it, intended for the scene. There really is no reason for me to keep saving, I don't think. I think it probably saves after every major thing that you do. I keep forgetting to look up there in the upper left corner to see. Oh, rope and grappling. Lovely. We could definitely end up using that. Which, sadly, I think you can only use those things once. Yeah. Definitely not going up that way. Well, that's good then. I mean, especially if you've already played it before. So, works out a lot better that way. Yeah. I really like games that are going to have their dialogue tight and concise. That's probably the lighthouse up there. Screw it, I'm not going up over that way. I'm just going to wait to go in here. Or I'm going to go on in here. Forget it. Oh, look. Yeah, looks like a boss fight. Lighthouse is quiet but soft, sibilant whispers, repetitive and cantory quality to them. Yet, as you couldn't cross the threshold, the old Naga with skin like cracked leather breaks off. He swivels to face you, bearing one broken thing. Yeah, or they put like a bunch of extra dialogue in there, and you're just like, oh my gosh, can you stop this already? I'm tired of hearing you talk. Just get to the point. I mean, it's one thing if you want to... You got to have somebody that knows how to write properly to have people's attention, especially when it comes to dealing with games and movies. Get to the point. Don't have it be like a constant lore dump. Outer Worlds is 30 on the summer sale. Is it like a complete edition or something? Loki, did I get a spot on your neck? Is that it right there? There it is.
The sea-striped fiends send you to uproot the tree of the gods, yes? Their blasphemy knows no bounds.
Yeah, because I would kind of figure they would at least end up having, like, I think there's supposed to be like 3 DLC things out for it. I mean, for $30, you're going to be getting a lot out of it. You want to talk about dialogue. Although it seems like it's much more tighter in, in Outer Worlds, you know.
Give the order, Captain. Or just nod. I'm not picky.
By his upper lip pulls back in a grimace. His head twitches in her direction, his tongue flickering.
So, the fiends corrupt even the sand-striped ones. Now I taste their stench on her.
Base game. Oh, okay.
If you join them in befouling the Adra, then you will join them in death, too.
They died honorably, show some respect. Focuses on corrupt greed. Yeah, for as long as the game has been out, they don't want to get any lower in price. On a summer sale, yeah. Ain't that funny? Honorably, show some respect.
They have received their due, as will all who plunder and profane the treasure of the gods. Go! Carry a warning of what you have seen to the other shufflers.
His tongue whips from his mouth like a ripped streamer. What warning do you expect me to deliver?
That shufflers must not disturb these roots, or the gods will destroy the islands again.
You're saying the gods have brought ruin on Deadfire before? He bears his broken fang in surprise.
Do your stories say nothing of the many disasters? Of the shuffler nests washed away like foam? Many generations ago, the sand-striped ones built great hives across the islands, and bastions around the Adra roots.
This the others hiss angrily. At this the others hiss angrily. Who are these shufflers you keep mentioning? He hisses with impatience.
Your kind. Many different types. Some fleshy or hairy. Others striped in the colors of sand or sea.
Jeez, man. You know, you kind of think if games like that don't drop in price after a certain amount of... I would say if they don't really show any kind of real price drop within like a year, regardless of whether it's significant or not, you probably really wouldn't expect it to get any lower. I mean, gradually as time goes on, yeah, you can probably see it drop a little bit more, but if it kind of bottoms out at a certain sale price, it's like, well, you know, better to get it at that price than to get it at full price.
All stumble and shamble like sunblind hatchlings.
Cyberpunk for 40 and it's only 6 months old. Well, there's definitely a valid reason for that. On a civilization span the archipelago, but the Iguithans built temples around the Adra.
They did not build alone. The sand-striped ones helped, as they help other fiends now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you, but then again, it does run and work better on PC, so I guess there's something to be said for that. Not to also mention the fact that they probably, I mean, I know that they already have mods out for it, and maybe some of those mods actually assist in the process of it working better and running better.
Their meddling displeased the gods. So the gods smashed their works with heaving volcanoes and crashing waves.
His beads and bangles rattle as he brings his hands together in a loud clap. That sounds like the gods, alright. The gods are more than spiteful juggernauts, you know. How could you know this? Pelagian nods the corner of his mouth, turning to a faint grin.
Our ancestors hid deep, where the waters quenched the fires and muffled the storms. They remembered while shufflers scattered. Now, the shufflers build again.
What the hell? Thumps his tail on the floorboards.
The gods see. They will tear them all down.
Once you restore the odds, or just let me near it. Death came to watch the edge and not punish anyone. Whips his tail on the ground as he considers.
If your fat tongue speaks true, then give us proof.
What would you consider proof? Look up. This would be a great time for one of your demonstrations. Get to the point already what you want. Nothing happens and Naga continues to watch you curiously. I don't think she's in, what? I don't even think he or she is in the party, I don't think. Unless I'm wrong. What would you consider proof?
I tell you, thick tongues lie. Forked tongues do not. If what you say is true, then surely you can speak with the dead.
Cocks his head to appraise you with one eye.
I will believe your words, only if I hear them from the tongue of my own people.
Okay, well, I'm about to do that. Pull Yanis' soul into the here. Hear this, God. Naga cocks her head and listens. Yanis' bright wispy form appears, and the other Naga pull themselves into tight, fearful knots. Always again cranes himself forward, his head cocked.
Suga, I found the way.
Emotion pulses through her essence, crackling in the ether.
Yanis, you died. We saw.
The way became dark, but this one brought light.
She turns briefly to you. The Sagan's mouth is rigid in a broken fang grimace.
We will kill the shuffler and free your soul, Yanis.
It doesn't work that way. Trying to help. I'll free your soul if you try, Snake. Yanis turns again, hissing angrily.
Do old scales cloud your eyes? The shuffler glows like the God Walker, like the way.
She looks toward the dull edge of her veins. Sagan and the others follow her gaze.
She will open the way.
Yanis points to you as she begins to disappear. Last of Yanis' essence fades into the in-between. Sagan regards the edge of vein, calculation flickering in his eyes. At last he turns his guarded gaze to
The gods give you power, yes. But is it enough? Approach. Restore the blessing of the gods to the Adra.
Well, maybe this will work. I'm hoping it will. How many of them are there? Okay, you got a pillar over there. You got the 1, the 2, the 3. Okay, so there isn't that many. But regardless of that, I wonder. Okay. I ain't gonna worry about it.
As your hand touches the dim Adra, you feel the same cool, pricking sensation that you did when you touched the pillar near Port Mage. You concentrate on the pillar.
I figured there would be.
The world around you swiftly falls away, leaving only the vast emptiness of the in-between. The Adra, in a multitude of golden threads undulating off into the distance.
You know, it's real funny to me. It seems like the day that a game comes out, there's already mods being made for it. Kind of makes you wonder, like, why in the world do you even bother to buy the game if you're not going to play it, if you're just going to immediately start working on it?
For a second time, you gather the threads in your mind and bind them together, forming a solid tether that ripples out toward its distant anchor. Again, a crack sounds from the terminus. Your consciousness is violently pulled along the cord. You are prepared for the sensation this time, but are still disoriented when you come to a sudden stop. You find yourself standing behind a familiar Titanic statue as it trudges through invisible waters.
That's Aethys.
Standing at Aethys' shoulder, your soul is dwarfed by the massive god's form. Energy pulses along the tether, each wave feeding the Audra's movements. He stops. His head cranes behind him, again accompanied by the sound of stone shearing and buckling. His eyes rest upon you. He does not reach for the cord, but considers you for a long span of silence before speaking.
Yeah, well, knowing how Bethesda is, it wouldn't surprise me.
Your first attempt to contact me was brave. This second attempt, is it born out of desperation or something else? Why do you continue to follow me, Watcher of Cadnua?
Well, see, that's the thing, though. It's just like, with that happening, it's like you get the game, you're playing the game. I mean, I can understand wanting to work on something if it's actually causing the game to crash or break or bug or something that's actually causing you to progress. But as long as you have a chance to play it, then I say play it, and then once you finish it, you want to play it again, create something to make it better. It just seems to me like any time a newer game comes out, even if it runs properly, it's like immediately there's something that pops right out of the woodwork. And I'm just like, there's no way that you had any time to be able to put into that game for there to be a mod to suddenly pop up out of the community. It's almost like some people will buy the games just to be able to see what doesn't work in them and then just mod it and not even play it until like much later down the road. Good grief. Yeah, sure, because that's the most important out of any other mod that would be put out there. You destroyed my castle and ate my soul, jackass.
There was no malice in that act. It was a coincidence of time, place, and necessity.
Aethys' voice grows fainter as he speaks.
It's leaked to him. Oh yeah, I wouldn't doubt that.
I am sorry for what I did, but it was done for the hope of a better future.
Is that supposed to make me feel better? It's barely an explanation, much less an excuse. Why?
It is not. When the gods set foot to Eora, the mountains tremble and the seas roil. The moon falls from the heavens, and the sky blackens with ash. It is not fair. It is not just. Like the storm.
Are you saying the actions of the gods are beyond reason, or that you simply don't care about their consequences? If only the gods could be held accountable for their actions.
I care for those I have harmed, but it is not enough to care. What I have done, what I do, is done out of love. And love requires sacrifices, sometimes awful ones.
Aethys becomes silent. You can sense his presence advancing back along the cord between you. His energy flows over your hand. Tendrils of light probing into the air around you. They poke and prod at the silent lost souls hovering in your vicinity.
You are in a unique position. In spite of the work of the Leaden Key and Hand Occult, you have seen through our facade. You know the God's true nature. Without the benefit of your knowledge, few mortals would be willing to accept the true history of their gods. After all, we weren't. The last time I walked Aora, I made a mistake in not revealing my true purpose. I believe you would understand it better than most.
Well, what are you waiting for? The gods want answers.
And after we are finished here, I'm certain they will call for you at the hour of their choosing. Won't they, Watcher?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't doubt that. I've seen some of those. And it's funny because like the graphics on those, on the mods, actually look better than the ones that Bethesda put out. I'm like, somebody needs to get a job being a character developer. Or a character model developer, I guess I should say.
Yes, I will tell you. But this is not the time. As I take this body farther from the lighthouse, the tether grows weaker, and I have already tarried too long.
Just be walking around with a furry kitty cat. I'm out here naked. It's funny. They probably end up having like armor, like super high, but they're just walking around naked.
Soon this link will unravel completely. If I have not reached my destination when that happens, I will need to pull more souls from your world. I will do my best. Do yours, Watcher.
The edges of Aethys's massive form blur and dissolve. The huge figure retreats from you. As it moves, the tether begins to rapidly unravel. As Aethys speaks, his voice sounds garbled, fragmented, and distant.
If you would know more, find me at the Ashen Maw in Margaren's Teeth. I must rest there before I begin my final work. When I leave that place, you will not be able to follow. Before I go, I should return some of this to you. I still have need of the great power of your soul, but I can spare you this portion.
A pulse of energy moves back along the golden cord toward you. It feels familiar, comforting, even before it contacts you. The energy washes over you, flooding you with feelings and memories you had thought long forgotten, until they settle back into the cracks of your soul. And then the tether and cord snap. Aethys's figure evaporating into dust that mingles with the endless gray expanse.
I'll get a job doing it because they would be subject to the same, same stuffy shirt decision. Yeah, no kidding.
Heat rushes over you, and the uncomfortable sensation of the Audra Pillar's presence cuts off. The gloom of the in-between is pierced by the light of the living world. You are back in the lighthouse, no longer dim. The luminous Audra beside you is filled with warmth and light.
Level up. Yay, a trophy. Naga stare at the glowing Audra, their diamond pupils wide. Sergan turns his gaze to his body in cautious half.
Long have we kept peace with the sand-striped people. But then, the foreign ones came and spread, killed our people, built their hives everywhere.
Chaudhary, you attack every foreign ship you see. The Juana may not like us, but at least they speak to us.
We were sure the Godwalker came to cast them out. That driving them away was a holy mission.
Curiosity and consternation simmer in his eyes.
We must go. I know not what this means, but our brethren should hear of it.
They even got makeup mods here for Cyberpunk. Oh, I don't doubt it.
Not an option, Snake. Bet you were keeping count of how many good soldiers you fanged.
Maya narrows her eyes and draws her weapon. A debt is more useful than blood.
Captain?
I see her right eye twitching. And just want to save the loved ones you lost, soldier. Pace yourself. One fight's ahead of us. Stand down. That's not just kidding. I could use some snakeskin gloves. Yeah, let's fight.
Vengeance for my countrymen!
I'm gonna do all I can for my crew. Creature hits an advance on you, fangs bared.
There.
Fight.
Up ahead.
Probably, I don't know what it would have been like for me to have the debt thing, but it doesn't matter. Maybe I could get some type of interesting items off of them.
Aye?
Aye.
Worth and rough!
It's only one of them.
Sure.
Tell me. Death to those who are foes of the republics! Perfecto!
Yeah, see, it's almost done. What's your vote, I guess?
Permetto suelias!
Gosh, I wish they had like subtitles say what the heck she's saying.
What do you need?
What are you buying? What are you selling?
That must have hurt. Stay behind me.
Sure it did. Ah! Nice. At least these was taken down. He's on crippled on ground. So the wounding interruption, that's not going to. I'll just do a wounding shot. This was a graze.
Ashiza, strike!
Fly away from the birdie. Pick out your ass. Aye.
I cannot whack him any harder.
Huh? That's what she said. That's not enough of that. Just attack that one.
Got it.
Take him down. Did. And you, sir, are on the ground.
I am ready.
It's only one at a time. I should just go ahead and just keep attacking.
Leave it to me.
That must have hurt.
There we go. Yay, level up. Kachinga Bozinga. Let's see. You got anything in particular? Strand of Favor is a intellect thing. And there's the gunpowder. The Naga Bowl, Obsidian Flake. Yeah. Well, the intellect thing. If he would prop what? Let's see, intellect grants a white leaf after arrest, negative 10% hostile duration, beneficial effect duration. Well, we'll slap it on there. I'll give this to somebody else. Well, she doesn't even have one, so there we go. Intellect would end up coming in handy, I would think, for her abilities to use Grimoire, Trinket. We already looked at the armor situation. Don't want to give her a hood because it doesn't show off her hairs, scales, whatever they are. Just move them both, I suppose. Okay. Let's see. Oh, it's only me who can equip the animals. We got a bunch of friggin' animals. Okay, well.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Indeed.
Nice and slow. Huh?
Yeah.
and see what happens. Oh, we already checked everything else. Okay. Level up. Actually, want to increase that way, so. I'll do that one. That's the last of them. What was that on two-hander? Swings a grenade will increase in damage and the cost of accuracy, dealing less damage, but lowering target's fortitude. I got a double hander right now. I don't have the S stock. Well, maybe. Did some of these before? Oh, wait. Well, that'll suffice with that one. Now it's a matter of getting the other one squared away.
Huh?
Level up. Might as well jack up the Arcana. Jack up the history. There's so many freaking things here, dude. Oh, I already got those. Why can't I? Oh, it's just... Help me.
Hmm?
I put auto level up on these things in now, so why are they not doing that? The hell? I think I need to do that. Into that again. Why is it telling me that I can... that they auto level up, but it's telling me to deal with that? That doesn't make any sense. Auto... Yeah. I mean, it's there, so why is it... That's retarded. Oh my god. Once again, another PC to console port that wasn't optimized properly. Fancy that. No big friggin' surprise there. Dumbasses. Get your shit together. Dadgummit.
I am ready.
Jack her explosives up. Oh, lovely. That'll work. Why in the world would I even select the bird for whatever reason? Oh, that's good. Nice. Oh, she's got. Ah, hell with it. Okay. What's up here? Ron Moore, hey, what's going on, man? How you doing? Oh, lovely, I suppose. All things considered. Ooh, cinder bomb. Oh, I got a kitty cat. Lovely. Another thing, another animal to have in my possession to grant me some type of stat boost in my party. Yeah, Ron, you came in on a conversational note about I don't even know the word. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. I wonder if they still have those commercials going on. Except you got a bunch of trannies in it. Or a couple gay dudes. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat. Probably would during this month until the end of it. And then, bam! Companies magically go back to square one again. Who would have ever guessed that would have happened? Yeah, yeah, that's what I was saying, Ron. Yeah, I know what you mean. I do a bunch of dots after saying that too. And hey, isn't pride one of the 7 deadly sins? Or probably the worst of the 7 deadly sins? Well, there's something to think about, isn't it? People are like, oh, I don't believe in that. Well, I don't believe in something that you claim is that you had at birth isn't the truth. It was a choice, and you know that it was. So I don't believe you in saying that it was from your birth. So deal with that. Oh, it was 1990?
That's right.
Okay.
Keep slithering.
Your face is one of the 7 deadly sins. I thought you would have said my face was, knowing how much you say that. Well, the Naga are running off now, so... And of course, it ended up auto-saving when I came out.
Valian animancy has unlocked many strange properties in luminous Adra. But it appears Watchers could teach them a few tricks. What did you see in there?
When the captain goes all starry-eyed like that, the crew starts to ask questions.
I was rather hoping someone else would bring that up.
If you got something to tell us...
Strange feeling, a part of my soul, in the body of a god. Only ever I'm determined to find Healthus. Well, yeah, of course I'm gonna let him know what's up.
All the places he can go, and he chooses a spot named for Mogren. What could he be thinking?
Oh, by the way, Ron, there's Zeducation put out another video today regarding more SJW cringe compilations, so I'm kind of looking forward to looking at that and laughing at the clowns.
What about you, though? I'm getting flashes of those episodes you used to have in Deerwood. You know, when you were going crazy.
Since you know we live in clown world now. I swear, if somebody got up in my face with, like, some of the stuff that these people talk about on social media, like, you know, the videos and things that they put out, it ain't gonna be pretty. That's why they get on social media, because they know that they can spew that stuff, but they don't have the balls to say it to anybody's face. Let's see. Determined to find Healthus.
Well, Mogren's teeth sounds like the kind of place that should rather stick out. Shall we continue on?
Well, that was a brief conversation. An oxygen mask. Yeah. Yeah, no kidding, man. I mean, jeez. You're well within your right to defend yourself at that point in time. Now, considering that I finally went there and not running around anywhere else, that means I don't have to worry about contending with any enemies now. Oh, look, this was the wall that we actually tried to climb up before, and the stupid elf fell down last night. I wonder if he can actually go down it, considering the fact that I've actually leveled up some and increased some of the stats. Oh, look, the rope and the grappling hook, yeah. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and do that one. You actually end up losing it, though, sadly. It's like, I don't understand why you can't try to actually get it back again. It's weird. A face mask match. They should have something like that in wrestling. The first person to get their mask on somebody's face is the winner. You know, it's kind of like the bra and panties matches from back in the day. But this time you're actually putting something on instead of taking something off. That would be friggin' hilarious. Oh, man. Carry a yardstick around and measure if people were 6 feet apart. Yeah, there's actually been some videos of people going and having like this hula hoop around them that was like attached to them, trying to make sure that people were going to be like 6 feet apart from them walking around the store like that. I'm like, if you're blocking my way, I'm shoving my way beside you. Get the fuck out of the way. You're the one that's going and having some object blocking off the whole damn aisle because you're freaking paranoid as hell. Get the hell out of the way. Don't even come out in public. Looking like a damn clown. A face mask on a pole match. Yeah, there you go, man. Okay, I think I've been everywhere that there is to be around this whole area, and the fact that I don't have to worry about dealing with any enemies anymore is helpful, considering it seems like they've all gotten out of here. Yeah, exactly, man. Yeah, that's crazy. Actually, considering that they've gone now, I should be able to actually go and try to see if there's any items or anything that I could possibly pick up. Yeah, well, these will be helpful. Just take them. Because I need to have that for the ship, and also the other stuff for the crew. Wearing a face mask while having sex. Yeah, I saw that, man. This husband and wife, like, he wouldn't even take the face mask off while they were having sex. I'm like, you live with this woman, and I'm pretty sure both of you have worked out whatever it is you need to work out. It's like you don't even trust the person that you're living with, man. It's friggin' hilarious. Crazy over the crap and ended up on the news. Yeah, you've heard of the whole Florida man thing that goes on. This is almost like Florida women now. Although who knows if they're really from Florida, but I'm just making it a point. What the heck? That's not Naga now. Oh, a looter? I know there's got to be more of them. There can't just be one. Sub-Zero ass. Face mask worked out great for rapists. Yeah. I never see them coming. Never see their face either. Wow. Nobody ever thought about that. I never think of consequences when it comes to that stuff. Completely rewire the way I think, because now the CDC says vaccinated people don't have to wear a mask. Completely rewired the way yeah, you know why? Because you're going and believing everything that you're being told, and it's changing the makeup of your thinking. Oh. That's why she goes and said something like that. But then again, she works for CNN, so that doesn't surprise me in the least bit. So, doesn't surprise me at all.
Let's high it out!
Never see them coming. There you go. I didn't mean for that to happen until you mentioned something about it, so I guess I just made it funny out of nowhere. Didn't even mean for it to happen. Not at all. Oh wait, there's two of them that's up here. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, same here. I don't wear it unless I have to. And you can't come in here because you ain't wearing that over your face. That doesn't even work. Yeah, I got that one out of the way. Oh, no. There's three of them. One of them must be like a caster. Yeah, unfriended. Facebook. Friends and Ultimatum say if you're not going to wear a mask in Texas because they lifted the mask mandate, they just, yeah, they just, okay, bye, yeah. You want to, it's like, it's funny too, because it's like, you want to go and trust everything that's being said from the news, but you can't trust your own state. I'm pretty sure your state is staying up on what's going on with that too. But you trust some media source that's like talking about something going on nationwide or worldwide, but you won't trust stuff that's happening in your own state.
Let's go.
Don't need soy boys as friends. Yep, I knocked some of those off of the list. Basically trimmed the fat of the social media deal. These free actions back up and rolling again. Well, that was only 2 free actions that come out of it. People were a master. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's just like with the whole Pride Month thing. It's like, don't be forcing that on me either. Be gay all you want to, but don't be forcing it on me. But that's exactly what's happening. It's kind of funny. There's this girl that I work with that I don't know if she was saying it in a joking way or if she was being serious about it, but she was talking to a guy yesterday about how he's kind of being homophobic during Pride Month. I said, well, boo-hoo. I said, it's all just a marketing scam anyways, and that's the truth. Boo, frickin' who? Cry me a river, build a bridge, and get over it. Let's see here. Now, she ain't gonna reach that far. There's nothing else. You don't have any other things. Unless I can put that on. Yeah, let's say that's what I think. That's what I think, man. And see, that's just it. The moment that you disagree with something like that, it's like, oh, you're hating. You're just hating. No, you need to read a friggin' dictionary and see what's the difference between hating and disliking something, because that's not hating. I have friends and family who I love to death, but they do things that I don't agree with. Does that mean I hate them? No. Get real, man. None of this is gonna reach. Hang on a second. I'm trying to get back to my YouTube channel here, considering it won't show everything that's being said. There we go. Okay, I got it now. Man, I need to get some more range stuff. I've only got like the mage, and I've got ranged with the chick with the gun, but that's it.
You were saying?
Yeah, exactly.
For the homeland.
I don't believe in hating people like when it comes to that stuff, dude. Jeez. That's not gonna reach. I now pronounce you like it's Chuck and Larry. Yeah, I remember that.
I've got this, Captain.
That's a reason for her to be getting any closer. Well, maybe a little bit closer. And I pronounce you ECW. Yeah, exactly.
Ashiza, strike.
It's like they just want everybody to be test tube babies, you know, or something. Definitely not the natural way of things. Oh, she got whacked good.
Oh, it's a mage. Dang, he made a mirror image too. You exploded. Gibbed everywhere.
Hey.
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, even though I don't agree with it, you know, it's just like, dude, I know some people who are like that too, who are gay. I don't hate them. I don't hate. I disagree with it, but I don't hate. Like, for example, I just ended up letting a friend of Tanya's, as a matter of fact, she ended up borrowing a game from me, like, probably about a week or so ago.
Leave it to me.
Tanya asked me about it. She said, hey, do you happen to have this? I said, yeah. It's like, oh, yeah, she wants to borrow it. I said, okay. I said, I'll meet her when I get to work, you know? Considering she works there sometimes, too. So, it got nothing to do with hate, man. But I don't want other people's stuff shoved on me.
They'll fall by my hand.
And that's what's happening.
You were saying?
And that's exactly what's happening. Man, she loaded that fast. Let's see.
Ashiza, strike!
It's not gonna be anymore with that. Oh wait, I gave. What the heck? I thought I gave him another. Oh, there we go. Instead of just the attack. Well, you can't get over there, can you? Blocked off. Okay, never mind. Clearly I don't have any more of those left for me to do this with.
I'm here.
Food chain is questionable. It would taste good. Yeah, at least that worked.
Tell me.
Cut through the defenses to get to the mage. I'm gonna probably turn off the Gibbs because it's kind of getting a little annoying with them just exploding the whole time. I just want to see the bodies pile up all over the floor. No, that ain't gonna work. Is that an ECW?
Hey.
That's right.
Right in the face.
Here we go.
It's like he didn't even really slash him. It was almost like he just punched him. And you fail. They didn't explode this time, though. Fine wand, fine robe. Okay. No, you take it. Stick it in the thingy. Didn't take social studies, took ECW studies. That sounds a whole lot more interesting than social studies, that's for sure. God, I can only imagine what social studies is like nowadays. It'd be called social justice studies, I'm sure.
I feel so sorry for the kids nowadays. I'm glad I never grew up around that crap.
I've got it.
Yeah, social engineering, there you go. Man's taken out by creatures that are low on the food chain because he's stupid going out there and trying to pet a lion. Or a tiger, or a bear. Oh my! If man's getting taken out by animals that are low on the food chain, it's because he's stupid. When he should know better. Huh.
Sure.
Here, guys, I want to show you this really, really, really poisonous snake. I'm going to grab it by the tail and drag it around and let me get just close enough to the point where it's not going to attack me. Or it will, and it can, and it has. I think I'm pretty much done with this area. Besides,
cowards! I knew they'd run.
Yeah, but you were hiding up inside of the building the whole time. Before I do that, though, I mean, I know it auto-saves a lot, but, you know me and saving. Especially the morons that have crossed your path. Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. No feminists in a house fire. Oh, man. So wait, now considering the Naga aren't here, is it just going to be like looters that are probably going to end up showing up? I mean, I would have felt like Naga would have ended up showing up over there at that boat with those looters that I was taking out, but I guess not. Yeah, I guess I had explored this whole area. So I'll just run back to the story segment. Yeah, I was over here. I don't understand how I could be able to go through life thinking that there's no point to anything.
On it.
Ripe stench wafts from the boats, a corpse is pinned behind them. How come I didn't even be able to see that
Look at our
before?
beacon. Even the Colossus couldn't destroy it. And those snakes aren't so tough now, are they?
Well, you guys just hid over in that building over there the whole time. So what are you talking about? Looks up at the lighthouse, giddy with relief. Given all this happened here, I think you mean good job. Thing you said before, wants to do so again. Never get up, never back down. Smirks and folds her
Of course.
arms. Nods is staring up at the
We'll
lighthouse.
rebuild bigger and better, with reinforced walls and extra cannons. Our engineers will make this place truly impregnable.
Hey Hawk, how you doing, man? Welcome and greetings and salivations, or salutations.
The Hansanui will want to thank you personally for your help here. And she should also know what we're up against.
Eyes of dawn stars and craterous footprints. Where can I find the Hazanui?
She's usually at the Brass Citadel in Nekataka. Though she gets called to the palace often, haggling with the Queen and the Valians.
There's certain sections in history that have been predetermined. From the past up until now and even into the future. Certain key moments in history have been. But not everything. At least I can only speak that from my own personal singular perspective. I can't speak of that on a wider scale. Head into Magrin's Teeth. Probably all the way up north.
Looking for a real challenge after what you did to those scale bellies?
Last and a bristle edge creeping back into her voice.
The only thing I know about the place is it's supposedly made of fire.
Yeah?
And no one's ever come back from it.
Swallows fear making hollow
But
cries.
anything can be overcome.
Oh, we got that out of the way.
Clear skies.
Crosses her forearms over her chest. She covered her titties. I don't really need to talk to these dudes. Wait a minute.
Light of Aethys be upon you, neighbor.
Oh, I didn't talk to him.
Are you looking for survivors?
Unlike the other survivors you've seen, this young man, despite a haggard look and a smeared set of dirt-smeared, tattered clothes, wears a calm face and speaks with a steady voice. It's actually enough for who's looking for someone who might have moved around here.
A short lady, about my age, came from Deerwood with her son. Let's see, freckles, braids usually. Punches you in the arm if she likes you, face if not. Oh, and that's if you're lucky.
No, that doesn't sound like anyone.
Young man's face remains smooth, betraying neither surprise nor interest. Someone else who might ask her in the right place. You must know her. She has a son about your age.
You gotta be her son. Got her nose and her freckles. You don't have to lie to me, kid. I'm a friend of your mother's.
Yeah, I think you're his father, is what you meant to say.
She hiding from someone? Maybe an ex-lover who gave her the best night of her life?
Yeah, you and he's your bastard kid? I remember this quest from back when I first started it, but I think this is the same person. Somebody who really doesn't think that there's any more to life than it just being like a shot in the dark just really makes me think that the person needs to end up getting a better grasp and understanding of life in terms of also trying to look into other things that's actually going to make their life better and make it feel better for them instead of feeling like, oh, well, we're just some cosmic dust floating out here in the atmosphere, when it's something that's actually really much more than that. I can't go and grasp my head around something like that. It's like, oh, well, there you are. You're protecting her, we understand. Going to find her, whether you help us or not, take my advice. You see someone like me, you tell them whatever they want to know. God, I don't want to be... I'll be a jackass when the time calls for me to be a jackass in this. Let's see. You're going to find her whether you... Hey, okay.
No, I misspoke.
Forget it. Just tell me something. Your father, you know him?
He looks just like you, but without the beard, Eder.
I'm sorry, who are you?
These nits? Eder's a good man. Likes animals. There we go. I believe my friend here have had carnal relations with your mother a long time ago. That'll work.
With the lava, though, it was more like she had carnal relations with you.
Boy blinks several times, unclear if Ader's comment even registers.
Yes, I knew my father when I was very young. He was a man of strong faith.
Have to be. You get a lava mad, you need a god on your side for protection.
He was lost to us during the purges, which was how we came to flee here.
So you met him. Well, that's great. You had a dad.
Moment passes with Eder staring at Burn. Strange undulating grimace shone across his face. He clears his throat. Well,
where's your mother now? Got a lot of catching up to do.
My mother is with Aethys.
There's a trace of a smile that seems to come with the last word. Eder appeals confused. Yeah, well, there's been a lot of things that's also happened in my life on a personal level to where I can't go and sit back and think that there is no God, because I truly believe that there is. There's been a lot of moments in my life where I could have, well, there's been, no, I'm not going to say a lot. There's been a handful of them in my life where it seems like I probably could have died, but I didn't, for one. On top of the fact that there's been a lot of things that's also occurred in my life that could not be explained by man alone. And if that isn't divine intervention, then I don't know what is. There's been too many things that's happened with me on a spiritual level, a physical level, and a mental level that there's no way for me to be able to even stop and think otherwise. So, and obviously that is coming from something personally with me. I can't speak for everybody. But at the same time, if one is going to think that there isn't going to be any type of real deep meaning in life, then it seems to me like they really need to do some soul searching for themselves. No, I've not been to the Middle East, but the fact of the matter is there's always going to be people who are going to end up utilizing something that's supposed to be for good and end up utilizing it for evil. That's happened all throughout history, regardless of it being good or whether it's good or whether it's bad. Somebody's going to always try to make something seem whether it's going to be the opposite. Just because something is done in God's name doesn't mean that it's going if they end up doing it for good or for bad. The church, maybe you hadn't heard of it, there's a giant Azure star walking on the seafloor. They're always going to be at war. Yeah, well, that's true. They have been for years and years and years and years. It's just like this year, they're trying to go and talk about the whole thing that's going on with Israel.
He walks among us once again, enlisting faithful soldiers. I do believe she is with him.
Israel, they're trying to. It's just like I told you, Agent, before. It must have been a slow news day for them to go and start talking about that. Like that hasn't been going on for thousands of years already.
She passed the veil a few years ago. A flu. It's possible her soul has taken a new body by now. But if she was truly blessed, she marches instead beside the shining God.
Boy, he just smiled bright in his eyes far away. And his face has gone scarlet beneath his farmer's tan. His nostrils pulsate with each heavy breath.
You lied to us. Said you didn't know her. Expect me to believe this now?
He takes a short step toward Baron. He takes 2 steps backwards. I don't think anybody go looking too hard for this kid if he weren't missing, Elder. Oh, that's terrible. I can't say it so coldly. Does it like he might be alone here? He's lost his mother.
Funny, you wouldn't know it to look at him.
I'm not lying. She's buried on the other side of that hill.
Points northward.
How could she be gone?
Don't be troubled by her passing. All souls that march with Aethys receive his warmth and light.
Let's see. What do you mean to march with Aethys? Well, Aethys is a god in this, so I'm guessing he's just sucking up souls, so obviously probably took the soul of his mother. Same confident God. That's a lot of destruction.
You can't build on broken foundations. Real change needs destruction. I trust my God knows better than I do. He knows truths I'll never learn.
And got that right.
I was once lost. I struggled as you do now. But the partisans of the lighted path have restored my faith in Aethys. What greater honor than to march in his vanguard?
Oh, he's thinking of talking to something different. Last I remember from what I was told, it was some years ago that I had heard about it. Maybe that's changed since then. But it had been anywhere between like probably well over 6,000 or well over 7,000. Yeah, I mean, you always want to trust in science. Science can lie to you too. Science has lied a lot. I mean, just look at this pandemic that we're having. Let's see.
Aethys has come to us twice now. Even Oblivion couldn't slow his march. We shouldn't have opposed his first coming. He meant to rally us under his banner.
Well, I know a lot of dead deer woodens who will be relieved to hear that.
Well, here's my question, though. You talk about how you don't study the Bible. Well, do you study science as deeply as someone would study the Bible? I mean, do you really look into this stuff? Do you really read into it? Do you really know what's going on? See, there's a question for you right there. Instead of you just hearing something and believing it, if you look into it and you read into it and study it for yourself, then sorry, my controller went dead. Then you can pretty much end up drawing your own conclusions from that. I mean, you can't just go. You can't. Dadgummit, is this plugged in right? Yeah, okay. You can't just go into it thinking, oh, well, science said this, so I'm just going to believe it. No, especially when it's coming from a Christian perspective. You don't just believe everything that you're going to end up hearing from a pastor or a preacher or anything like that. You're going to go and actually search the scriptures for yourselves. You're going to go and read into it. You're going to go and understand where it's coming from. You're just not going to believe just what's going to be said. It's just like people with the media nowadays. They believe everything they're being fed, instead of just actually trying to do some research for themselves and look into it for themselves. They're just believing what they're being told. Let's see. Well, God created science, so of course I would end up believing that it would end up proving that the Bible is right. Yeah, it is. He destroyed then as he does now. You need to hear that. If I would have acted hastily, I agree.
Well, usually a good idea to react hastily to an invasion. Although after he was dead, I don't think any of us ever found out why he'd done what he did.
Aethys forced everyone to declare themselves as ally or enemy, nothing more. Now he marches again, and we have a chance to correct our mistake.
Well, that's charitable.
I would like to have joined him when he passed this way, but I was weak. It won't happen again.
Oh, it was... okay.
We began as children of the Dawnstars, separated from each other as we questioned our purpose. But then Aethys granted a vision to Gadarian Bosch. Bosch saw an illuminated path lighting the way through a black abyss.
Worst Falcon is not Bucky and awkward as though someone else had stuffed them
And
there.
he saw Aethys marching on the path, and Aethys bade him to march alongside.
Well, it's only been almost 2 hours, but still, it still feels like it's early, especially looking at the time.
And the Shining God told Gadarian Bosch to gather an army of the God's truest followers, and to prepare to lead it into battle.
You'd think after getting blown up, he'd slow down on the battling.
Get what you needed. Why'd you lie to us about Elipha? Has this? I'll show proof of his visions. How many of you joined Elithis when he marches beneath the sea? Okay.
Aethys himself has appeared in Deadfire in the form Gadarian Bosch foretold. That's more proof than any of his faithful could ever ask. What fortune to be given this opportunity, to know our God in the living world.
How do you join? Seems kind of stereotypical they gave him a southern accent, but there's already been other characters that I've ran into in this game that have kind of talked like this and haven't had said accent.
It'll be a great journey, but we're prepared. Gadarian Bosch knows the way. We don't know. The end of the path hasn't been revealed to Gadarian Bosch yet. But to the faithful, shouldn't matter.
Yeah, fence setters. Yeah, Agent, we've had our run-ins with those. Hint, hint, wink, wink. It's like you can't sit on the fence with everything in life. You have to make definite decisions about things. One side or the other. I mean, that's the way life is. You can't go and be like, I don't know if I'm going to pay my light bill this month. I guess we'll just see if something's going to happen, if it'll stay on or not. Or it's like, oh, I agree with them turning out the lights, but then again, you know, if you want to have your lights on, that's on you too. I'm just going to sit on the fence, and this is the way I'm going to be for the rest of my life. We're actually talking about a personal thing that we've dealt with somebody in the past. That's why I'm going on about that. Yeah. There's a way of being able to see things from either side, but regardless, you're going to have to end up picking one of those sides to end up eventually being on. You can see it from either one and probably be understanding depending on the situation or whatever the conversation may be. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be in the middle of every single thing and sitting on the fence. But some people, and I'm not saying this as anything, as any type of personal thing towards anybody. I'm just saying it from a personal experiences that I have had with myself with other people. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it towards anybody in chat or nothing like that or anything. This is just from my own self and me just giving my own description of dealing with it.
see.
Gadarian Bosch warned us. Those outside the partisans may ridicule us and test our faith, especially our old families and others close to them. We've learned it's best to keep to ourselves and those with open minds, which relations and friends mostly aren't.
We can go.
Yeah, because if we continue to stay here, I feel like you're gonna, like, go off on him. Hit her.
Hey, kid. What was your name again?
Bairn.
Bairn?
Right. This lighted path fellow, Bosch. Sounds interesting. There's some way I can meet him?
He's usually on the move, rallying followers. But the partisans of the lighted path often gather in the temple of Aethys in Neketaka. I am
back there
soon to
again?
go there myself, in fact. There's an adherent there, Ogna, who initiates new partisans. No doubt she'd be pleased to help you. Aethys needs able soldiers, even in their elder years. You should consider what Ogna has to say. It might speak to you. Farewell.
Well, that opened up a whole other thing. Although then again, I wasn't really aware that I was supposed to talk with him.
I've got it.
Oh, I was already there before. I think I'd already been up over here. Yeah, that's the... okay. That's his giant footprint that was there. Oh, there's my ship. Wait a minute. I'm going to try to run back in here again real quick before I finally get back out on the sea to see if there's anything else that could end up stirring up in here. Oh no, everybody had gotten out of here already. No sense of talking to any injured ones. YouTube is going and flagging stuff for me to allow and not allow when I go back and look at the chat every once in a while. And it's going ahead and allowing it anyways. It's like, why are you friggin' flagging it? Why? If you're gonna just let it go through anyways, stupid retarded YouTube. I think their algorithms are ran by a damn group of monkeys. Oh my God, what in the world? There's a whole fleet. Sun goes amount of wreckage and hides and you see dozens. Junk sailing towards you in the distance. You can tell they are making good speed. One of the ships pulls up alongside yours and well just a Moona man. A Moona man? A Maua man? A Papa Oh Mau Mau. I recognize somebody grins cryptically at you. Time for you to show up, boss. I was just scribbling down my daily report. Maya folds her arms and nods across the gap. I'm afraid I will have to wait until I can return to the Brass Citadel, he nods to Maya. That's Grand Secretary of the Royal Deadfire Company, and Special Embassy of the Raganui Rawatawa Wow 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 Wow. He nods, but he's gazing towards the sun with a peculiar smile. The ancient beacon, visible even here, shines brightly. Better say your piece and get out of my way fast. What's this about? Your betters do you much credit. Yeah, no kidding. If you just like block me in from getting anywhere. Instead of thanks to Royal Deadfire Company for what you've done here, he raises one hand toward the Azure Beacon. Sort of valuable asset, whether or not that was your intention. Which you a quick slice smile. The others of the palace will want to hear of this, no doubt. May as well take credit while the news is fresh. Actually, personally, for me, I would say that it would, because I've noticed a definite difference of when I was deeper into my Christian faith and when I gradually fell out of it, and now I'm going back into it again. So, I can speak of that on my personal experience when I actually took the time and the effort to get into it. It definitely had an impact on me, and the fact that I fell short of it makes me feel embarrassed about it. So it's all the more reason for me having to go back to it. Cold wind is blown over the deck at the mention of Magnus teeth. Routine sailors stare at you in shock and horror. Those who are not frozen with their mouths and play the horsemen fearfully amongst themselves. As for silence, he turns back to you with a smile that does not reach his eyes. Like a picture, his Magnus teeth is a volcanic chain along the northeastern edge of Deadfire. It is also among the most treacherous places in the archipelago. Castle glance back at his anxious sailors. Waters around it are patrolled by giants and volcanoes. Well, ships do not venture there. He tilts his head in apology. As a spilt queen, Onikaza, you direct you to the ash and all of you are set only there. All the more reason to visit your palace. Go to the Serpent's Crown and Nikitaka! Lake Titikaka! And later come and see me at the Brace Citadel. Eager to forge relationships. Such resourceful individuals. At any rate, I have much to attend to, and it seems you do as well. Clear skies, Captain Brackus. This is once more. Okay. Well, I'm running to Lake Titicaca. Lake Titicaca. Well, I had never been there before, but we'll do it anyways. Class mode active. Oh, great. Yeah, let's get into a fight. Lovely. As far as I know, he doesn't settle with any denomination. There's definitely more denominations than Catholic or Baptist, and Catholic is just Catholicism, while Baptist would be on the side of Protestant. Might be better just to board.
Let's go.
Yes? These inns are in for a whirl.
It would have a lot to do with it, depending on whether or not they're telling the truth or not. And the way the History Channel and Discovery is, knowing how people watch TV, I wouldn't know if so many people would have cable nowadays per se. But even then, when you got streaming services and stuff like articles and whatnot on their website, people believe it hook, line, and sinker instead of them bothering to actually go and read it for themselves, study scripture for themselves. I mean, those channels are already trying to do their own brand of liberal indoctrination as it is, so. I see it enough already on streaming services. I mean, the evidence is right there. Music's too loud? Okay, let me, that's weird. I'll turn it down a little bit. I put it down to like 50. That'll work okay. Is that better? They put this mic right up to my mouth. I was basically stating about the fact that
there's liberal indoctrination already that's happening on these channels and streaming services and their website and articles and all of that. So, I mean, it is of no surprise when the evidence is right there and when you see it. So, for them to go and actually try to go and talk about something like this, they could go and throw anything that they want to in there and people would just believe it hand over foot. They wouldn't bother to go and try to search scripture and actually read things for themselves and study things for themselves. They're just going to believe what they're being told, much how it is already with the media nowadays on so many instances. Well, that's true, but that still doesn't discredit the fact that there's people out there that still do it.
Got it.
Excuse me. I'm just going to get over here first. Let's see. I'm going to get this one. Yeah, the Kung Flu epidemic, yeah, that's true, man. Oh! The giblets are still on fire. Pinko Pox really blew the dust cover off. Any free actions?
Parathis!
Chinese virus because it's from China. Exactly. Because it is. That's exactly where it came from. You can't tell the sheep that. It's like, oh, you're being racist. No, I'm not being racist. If there was a friggin' virus that came from America and went overseas, then I would say, oh, you know what? That's the America virus, the North American virus, or the United States virus, or whatever, because it would have came from us. It would have. That's the freaking area that it came from. For crying out loud, it's the place of origin. A deer. Oh, all the way across the bow. The commie cough, yeah. Beer bug, I haven't heard of that one. I guess we could also call it the Fauci fallacy.
I've got this, Captain.
Well, she doesn't necessarily need to be closed, so.
Let's go.
Yeah, now we got that. Oh, cracked in the head. Oh, the beer bug. Oh, I got you. Corona beer. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that makes sense. Let me zoom in a little bit. Requires too much effort. No, you just call things how you see them, man. Wait a minute. No, I can't use that. Dang, it's hard to use the action point.
Yes?
Yep. If you're a straight white male, you're basically considered to be the bane of existence. I'll show you bane of existence. Thrown. Yeah, but I don't want my guys to get. My guys are going to get caught up in it.
I shall deal with this one.
Nope, never mind. That exploded. The media, liberal media. I mean, here's another thing too. Biden's old walking corpse ass wants to go and talk about how white supremacy is supposed to be a big problem today. Yet you have a whole lot of violence that's going on against white people that don't even have anything to do with white supremacy. Of course, we all know Biden is just a puppet anyways. He's being told to say this stuff. Can't stand that old fucker. Yeah, everywhere. Yeah, exactly. This is... No, I don't need to move up, especially not with a casting class.
Got it.
And you gotta love Kamala Harris and her lap. Sounds like a damn walrus. Or a damn monkey or something. Her and her fake-ass laugh, knowing she's nervous and can't even answer questions that are spun on a dime. That's out of the question.
Tell me.
Yeah, local news will be the only thing that I would really pay attention to, if anything. You would hope to get at least some type of credible thing out of local news, considering the fact that that is actually happening to those people that are specifically reporting on it. She has the Hillary laugh, yeah, the fake one, when they know they're in the wrong, but they try to make themselves seem like they're not.
Captain?
I tell you what, I'll take mean tweets over dementia any day. So there you go with that. Yeah, but I don't blame him for feeling that way, especially given the fact of Texas being so close to the border too. I don't doubt it.
Still got it.
Hell, I feel they should. Well, he's almost down for the count. Yeah, when it comes to like world news or national news, yeah.
For the homeland.
Well, she's already done.
Take them down.
They're done. Oh, two up there. Holy Confleumenhagen. Well, that's good. That's good. As far as I'm concerned, you shouldn't have a damn permit. It says in the friggin' Constitution, right to bear arms. It doesn't say nothing in the Constitution of right to have a permit to bear arms. Well, I can't get over there because it's being blocked. Okay. You're a friggin' bird. You can't fly over the corpse. Are you serious? Oh, look. The NPC got through there just fine.
May I help?
I don't know if his magic will reach up there. Oh. I could at least see. Oh my gosh, man. He doesn't have any more movement anyways. He won't have any more action points to be able to go through that. Exactly, man. It's enough to put you, give you a dadgum stroke or heart attack or something. That's why I told myself, I was like, you know what? I'm happy that my grandfather and my dad aren't in this world anymore, so they don't have to go through this shit or hear it or deal with it or anything like that. Because I tell you right now, they would rebel against it full force. Country was founded on rebels. Guess it's time to bring it back.
Got it.
I am ready.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll admit, yeah, I'm still on Facebook. But I've cut out the liberal fat, if you will, off of said page. So it at least helps with that. None would have survived. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's it with that one. I just really wanted to go ahead and just take him out.
Sorry, friend.
Oh, you. You
were saying?
I can't stand that.
You see that, Ishi?
There we go. Oh, she jumped all the hell way back over there. Yeah, I got me a trophy. Sailor's tails. I don't know what that is, but okay. Yeah, telegram indeed. I got to be really careful, though, when I'm at work. It's just like I told you about that other girl who was saying the things she was saying yesterday, and the guy was kind of laughing at her a bit, which is actually really kind of funny, too. Because, oh, dang. But I'm like, you know what? I don't want to say too much out of the way to end up getting me fired. But I'll be like, if I'm off that clock, we're out in the parking lot or something, you want my 2 cents on it? Well, we'll do it. I don't think there's anything else really that I should necessarily even bother to get. Oh, okay. Lovely. Share coins with crew. Absolutely. Surprised though that wasn't happening already. You haven't taken all the items from this encounter, the items left behind, but yeah, just go ahead. Alrighty, man. I appreciate you coming in the stream. I need to get something to eat myself, to be perfectly honest. I haven't even ate anything today. You have a good one, too. Now I gotta know where the heck to go back to. It was Lake Titicaca. Or Tikawawa. Whatever it is. And we're loading, and we're loading. Exactly. Colorful parrot alights on the railing of your ship. A missive bound to its leg bears a signal of the Kaka tribe. It'd be my honor to host the savior of Hosango at the Kahanagana Palace. Titicaca is a city for Huana and outsiders alike. No shortage of work for Kith who are determined to be as useful as you. So you have the stamina for a good climb. The palace atop Serpent's Crown could be your second home. Think on it. I was just there earlier before I went to the other place. The Kaka clan. Uh-oh. Something's happening.
And find yourself standing in the knee-high grass of an endless field, with the day just falling into dusk.
Easier to say. Exactly. Hang on a second, folks. I'm going to go throw something in the air fryer real quick. I need to eat something, otherwise I'm going to die! Okay. Here we go.
Then, the earth falls away. The wind ceases, and you are sent tumbling up into the dark of the sky.
Watcher.
The voice of the Pallid Knight shakes the earth at your feet. You have returned to Bareth's realm.
Oh,
your
great.
soul once more called to attend the wishes of the God of Death.
Maybe try this shit again. Maybe try a door next time. Starting to look forward to these chats.
You can't be certain, but you think you might see the barest hint of a smile tugging at the edges of the Pallid Knight's lips.
Once again, you have spoken with the Child of Light. Tell me what you have learned. My patience is not infinite, and your soul is but one breath in a hurricane that I control.
She closes the gap between you in a blink. This near, you realize the God of Death has a smell. Like dust and ozone. Petrichor and cold, cold steel.
You won't kill me, you need me.
Death comes for all in time. Or have you forgotten Archdruid Reston and Hio Vaderona? You killed them at my behest, and you are not my only agent in Aora. You may be the Watcher of Cadnua, the Hound of Aethys, the Herald of Bareth, but you are still a mortal man.
Hang on a second.
Every time you defy me, I grow further inclined to disassemble your soul and scatter your essence to the farthest corners of the beyond once the task I have assigned you is complete. So have a care, Watcher.
Let's see.
Intriguing.
The Pallid Knight stares past you, pensive.
Wow, attend. Tell me what your many eyes perceive.
Her words ring out, and a heavy silence descends.
Alrighty, man. Yeah, I'm going... Yeah, I'll catch you later. I go on for like 2.5 hours, and I need to eat. So anyways, I'll probably just go ahead and end the stream now, to be honest. But we all had a lot of discussions. I got through this some more like I wanted to, and I'm going to eat and chill out and all that stuff. Probably play a little bit of something before I head to work, but not stream it. But anyways, appreciate everybody checking out the live stream and the archived version, and I will go ahead and I will end this like I always do. Later taters. Everybody have a lovely, lovely day. Adios. Boop, bow, 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 bow. Shaw